General Hugh Rose called her the most dangerous of all rebel leaders. He wasn't exaggerating. But here's the thing, Rose didn't just respect Rani Lakshmibai. He was terrified of her. Why? Because the British Army, the most advanced military force on the planet, was about to make a tactical error so massive it would leave them humiliated in the dust of central India. They thought taking Jhansi would be a weekend job.
From the
They were
heart
wrong.
of Bundelkhand,
It took 14
the
days,
formidable Jhansi
thousands of
fort
lives,
stands
and a
as a
miracle escape
testament
that still defies physics.
rising
Let's talk
from
about
the
the
heart-
Siege of
Marched directly
Jhansi.
for the fortress.
The British didn't
They
want
haven't
a
the
war.
stomach for a proper
They
fight.
wanted a
Swift
real estate
engagement
deal.
then, sir.
Absolutely.
Under the
A
Doctrine of
glorious
Lapse,
victory for the
if a
crown.
ruler died without a biological heir, the British just took the land. When Lakshmibai's husband died, they offered her a pension and told her to walk away. Her response? I will not give up my Jhansi. She
I will
wasn't
not
just
give
being
up my
stubborn.
Jhansi.
She was a brilliant, world-class strategist. While the British were busy filing paperwork, she was transforming a city of civilians into a world-class militia. March 1858, General Rose arrives with the Central India Field Force. Here is the British tactical error. They underestimated the woman in the fort. They assumed she'd hide in the palace. Instead, Lakshmibai was on the walls, personally directing cannon fire. You wouldn't have dry pants either, facing 1 8-pounder cannons named Gangarj and Kadak Bijli. The British artillery pounded the walls for days, but every night, Lakshmibai's engineers repaired them under the cover of darkness. It was a 2-4-hour cycle of defiance. Look at the map. Rose had the fort surrounded, but he left one fatal gap in his intelligence. He didn't realize the city's defense wasn't just military, it was total. Even the women were trained in combat. When the British finally breached the walls at the Orchha Gate, they expected a surrender. Instead, they walked into a slaughter. Every street was a trap. Every house was a fortress. The British were winning the battle, but they were losing the war of attrition. Then, boom, the breach is final. The British are inside. But Rani Lakshmibai has one more ridiculous historical trick up her sleeve. She ties her adopted son to her back, mounts her horse, and leaps. Not from a small wall, from the 3 5-foot ramparts of the fort. It sounds like a myth, but the British records confirm it. She vanished into the night, leaving the stunned British army holding an empty city. She died months later in Gwalior, fighting until the very end, dressed as a soldier, leading from the front. The British won the territory, but Lakshmibai won the legend. She proved that one tactical
Victory to the
genius with
Queen.
enough resolve
Charge.
can bring an empire to its knees. If you think the Siege of Jhansi was wild, you need to see what she did next at Gwalior. Join us to see how she captured an unbeatable fortress in a single day.